surprised because you know her, you love her. She's been on the show several times, Gina from Gina's Homemade. And we always talk about your cheeses. And what's funny is your first dish doesn't have cheese in it at all.
No, it's not at all. Well, I'm Italian first, and then I make cheeses. So today we're going to do Italian Christmas.
An Italian Christmas.
Yes.
I love it. You know what? Every year during the holidays, we always do different themes, you know, for our,
Absolutely.
and I think last year we did Italian. This year we're going to do Mexican, but based on the recipe that you're going to share with us, I'm holding this one for the future because this is a good one.
This is a great one. This is linguine with clam sauce. And my mother always says, if you go into an Italian restaurant, order the linguine with clam sauce, and if it's good, you're at a good restaurant.
Oh.
Because it's very simple to make, but it's often executed poorly, unfortunately. But we're going to show you foolproof way of doing this. Are you going to help me?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Excellent. Okay. This, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Olive oil base. We're going to let that heat up, okay?
Okay.
And now, what you want to do is you take garlic cloves. And you're going to think, wow, really that many? But yes, we're Italian.
I'm a fan of garlic myself, so.
You don't really want this real fine, so you don't want to use a garlic press. You want to just hand mince like this.
You know, does it matter with flavor if you buy the minced in the jar?
Absolutely. I can tell you jarred garlic.
No,
No,
don't
it's
do
so
it.
easy to do this, and I'm going to let you try.
All right.
So you can see what I'm talking about. Very easy, correct? I'm going to come behind you.
Yep. So this is what, I don't know, about 6 or 7 cloves. All right.
And when you're done, it should look like this.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
And we're going to put it in the olive oil.
Fresh is best. That's why it's Gina Homemade. What else do you need?
The next thing is the parsley.
Okay.
And I'm going to have you do the exact same thing. You're going to put it here.
Cut that all up?
And you're going to cut it up. Now, some people like it really fine. Some people like it coarser. It just depends on what you like.
I need a tip over here. How do you, because
I'm going to show you.
I always just end up tearing it. How do you cut up your parsley?
Ready? Well, when you're cutting anything or chopping, see your knuckles? They're your base, so you don't take off a fingertip.
But you smush them all together.
Absolutely.
Oh.
You just smush together.
I end up just making, you know, dents in them.
That's okay, because we're going to cook them. Nobody's going to know. And in the end, this is what you're going to get.
Okay, that's quite a bit.
Yes, and you want a lot of garlic and a lot of parsley with this.
One more question.
Yes.
When you buy fresh parsley at the store, this is not the
Italian flat parsley.
Okay, because
very important. You're absolutely right. There are two. There's curly.
It just looks different,
it
right?
Does.
It's flat. The other kind is curly, and that's not the one you want.
It is not the one you want.
Okay.
And the other thing is, a lot of people just go and they grab and they don't look. There's cilantro. There's curly parsley, and there's Italian flat parsley.
Okay.
So you have to be specific and make sure you grab the Italian flat parsley.
Okay, one more question.
Yes.
When you buy the fresh parsley, do you wash it when you get home?
I do. I rinse everything through.
And how do you keep it from getting all, I mean,
you know,
how do you, after you wash it, what do you do?
That you put your parsley in from the grocery store, if you put it right back in there, you don't close it tight, just put it back in there, and if it's still wet, put a paper towel in there.
Yes.
And put it in your crisper drawer. It lasts a while. But it's fresh, so you're only going to get so much time on it. Okay. So now you've got your parsley and your garlic. Now, key to garlic, don't burn your garlic.
Oh, it tastes terrible when you do that.
Everybody makes fun of me because I only really like to just
open it up.
I don't like it even slightly brown. Now these are clams, chopped clams with clam juice. If you can't find fresh clams, buy a can. It's not going to make it any less delicious. Okay.
All right.
So
and you use the juice too?
Absolutely. You need the juice. You need the juice. So now you put those in. Now a little white wine, which is right here.
Oh, just pour it in?
All right.
Well, you put a lot of olive oil in there.
Well, it's an olive oil base.
Okay.
So now these are the clams, the fresh clams. I steamed them at home because I was afraid to travel with live ones. But when you buy them, clean them, put them in a colander over a shallow water in a pan, and cover it.
Okay. Can I pour them in there?
Pour those in, please.
All right.
All right, we're almost there. A little crushed red pepper, not all
too
of
much?
it. Well, it depends on how much you like it.
Spicy, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, a little extra.
And what do we have? A little sea salt.
Okay. A little bit?
Yep.
How's that?
That's excellent. We're
All
going
right.
to cook this up, and the last thing that gives it its nice little kick is a little white pepper, which is a little stronger, but you don't want a lot.
Oh, I didn't know white pepper had a different flavor than black pepper.
Yeah, it'll kick it up a little bit.
Oh, good to know.
So now we're going to get this rolling a little bit higher.
One of the things that I want to mention too about Gina's Homemade, it's called Gina's Homemade for a reason, because everything is homemade. She makes everything, and including her pastas. We have Gina's information where she's at on our website, but the whole idea is you can go into her storefront there, where it's not a restaurant, but you can buy all of this homemade stuff. It's amazing. I'm so impressed by, and on top of it, she and her husband run this business, and they've got 4 kids.
Yes.
How do you do it?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
All right, so you just put, and let me just show this real quick if you don't mind, because this is what the homemade pasta that you have over at Gina's Homemade looks like, and it doesn't take as long to cook up this kind of pasta.
No, it doesn't.
as
Like,
it does.
this is almost done.
Okay. This is looking amazing.
Wonderful.
All right, I'm going to let you go ahead and
plate it up.
wrap this up a little bit. We'll see it in the next segment.
Yes, you
I'll
will.
plate it up and finish, because when we come back with you a little bit later, you're going to show us how to make not only a tasty lasagna, but a beautiful lasagna, right?
So
We're going to use some of your homemade cheese?
we're going to use some of our fresh ricotta we use in it, and we made our lasagna noodles. And we're just going to show everybody how to put it together. And it might not look pretty while you're doing it, but in the end, it'll be gorgeous and it'll taste outstanding.
I have no doubt, no doubt. All right. Thank you, Gina.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you know how amazing the design